You obviously know Kung Fu.
Hey, Jeff Vita here with the Kung Fu Driving Podcast. Excited to bring to you martial artist, actor, British kickboxing world champion. He is currently starring in Kung Fu Games, one of 4 films coming from Republic Pictures and Tiger Style Media. Mark Strange. Mark, thank you so much for hopping on the show today.
Great to be here, there, Jeff.
It's great to have you back. Great to have you back. We were just talking a little while ago. We haven't talked since Redcon 1, but you've done some amazing things since then. You have been keeping very busy. Give us an update on what you've been up to.
Wow, Redcon 1. After that, I did Avengement with Scott Adkins and Jesse V. Johnson, where I played Cliff. That was a great, brutal action film shot in the UK. Then pretty much straight after that, I went over to Hong Kong. I got the call. I got cast to fight Bruce Lee in Ip Man, number 4.
That's
finale.
awesome.
So that was incredible working with Yan Wu Ping, and it was phenomenal, my friend. It was such a great experience. Yeah. So that's obviously led me to working on all sorts of things. Recently I worked on the stunt team of Deadpool and Wolverine.
That's great.
And obviously then Kung Fu Games. So which is an incredible experience.
Yeah, let's
it's
get into
great
that.
to finally lead a film as well. So
that's awesome.
sure.
That's awesome. Yeah, Kung Fu Games, part of a 4-film set coming out from Republic Pictures and Tiger Style Media. An awesome effort, especially for us action and martial arts films fans. It's a kind of a throwback to the 80s and 90s martial arts cinema, which for the time was something that had an audience. What is your take on what Tiger Style Media is trying to do with these films?
I think it's fantastic. Obviously, I'm super, super grateful to Shannon McIntosh and Dan Gross and the whole team at Tiger Style Media and Paramount Movies, and Ryan Jager, the director, for giving me the opportunity to obviously be the leading role in Kung Fu Games. It was, I think, what they've done is give all this new blood an opportunity to to showcase themselves in some great kind of straight to 80s 90s action movies, live action, doing all their own stunts, all their own action and fight sequences, and it's quite difficult these days to get opportunities like that, and what they've done is an incredible thing. And for me, it's an honor and a privilege to be part of obviously their films. So Kung Fu Games would be in the 4th and final one.
Yeah, let me throw up the poster here, Kung Fu Games here. What a great cast as well. Can you talk to me a little bit about the guys that you work with? That's Jose Manuel, Caitlin Deschelle, Jade Shu, just some great martial artists in that mix. Talk to me a little bit about your co-stars there.
No, obviously Caitlin is probably one of the most decorated female martial artists on the planet, and an incredible ability and a fantastic person. Everyone was amazing. Obviously you got Jade, who's a 3 times world wushu champion. Jose, mega talented actor, and great natural ability to work as a martial artist on screen. They're a joy to work with, and the whole cast, all of them, incredible abilities, and we gelled so well, and we had so much fun on this movie, and everybody just literally gelled really well, and we created a fun movie, which I'm excited for everyone to see.
Yeah, it really was a lot of fun. And for martial arts film fans, a lot of great nods to some of the stuff that came before, some homages, some Shaw Brothers, some Raid, some of that, some Bruce Lee, some really great stuff. Talk to me about your role as Mike Fisher in the film.
Mike Fisher he's kind of like the guy that wants to kind of obviously save everybody. He's kind of his former SAS Special Forces, retired. And he's been thrown into this mix of all these other great fighters, and it's all about survival. It's Mike tries to look after everyone and get everybody kind of through this crazy game, this game of death that we're all kind of involved, and we have no other opportunity. We have to do and survive this game. So Mike does his best to try and look after everyone. Yeah. So, but you've got plants in there that people, I'm not saying any names, but they have to, everyone have to stay on the kind of A game to survive. And you never know who to trust. It's one of them type movies.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And one of the fun things about this film is that, again, for fans of the genre, having the different martial arts styles all together, that's always something that as martial arts fans and as martial artists, you're like, well, which style is going to come out on top? Which one's going to be the best? Who's going to survive?
Yes.
That kind of thing. And then again, the homages to some of the classic films. What did you bring in particular to the style that Mike Fisher employs as a martial artist to survive these games?
Okay, so when we did that, we had a section where we worked with Sarah Chang with the action, and
Fantastic, yeah.
basically, yeah, Sarah brought out all the different elements of everyone's abilities in a sense, and obviously, you've got like Jade with the wushu, and you've got mixed styles, like you say, and you have Caitlin's kind of kicking style and weapons. And with Mike, what we tried to do is, because obviously ex-military, you don't really. I'm not going to bust out some classical kung fu in the sense. So we kept my kind of fighting style in this one very practical. So that's why you get the old headbutt in there. You get the whole kind of like more Krav Maga type fighting techniques for Mike Fisher, with the odd kind of kick and use of cool weaponry as well. So
Yeah. And one of the great things about this whole slate of films is that, and again, nothing against the stunt performers that make up some of the greatest actions stuff out there that we love, but you guys don't use stunt performers. You rely on the actual skill that you guys bring to the table. How different
for sure.
is that as a performer?
Well, for me, it's all about discipline,
Yeah,
because you're perfecting the best performance you can do as an actor. But then on top of that, you're creating that explosive kind of fighting style for your character. So you're doing your own stunts as well. So practically, I've never really used. A stunt double. Only maybe when I was in Hong Kong.
mm,
I'm very honest. When I did a Twins Effect with Jackie Chan and
yeah,
Donnie Yen, and that I got doubled doing this jump on top of this ambulance, and that's the only time practically I've ever been doubled. So my body's used to kind of like action. But no, it's such a joy when you get an opportunity to actually act and do your own action. To
sure.
me, it's the ultimate thing that I've always wanted to do. And all the other cast, Caitlin, Jade, Jose, flourished from it as well. They all kind of loved the opportunity to do both. It's very, very tough to do both, because you're trying your best to deliver a great performance on the action and the acting as well, and fusing them together. But I think everyone did an incredible job. So
Yeah. Yeah, and again, we as the audience like to see our stars really mix it up and get in there. We get a little bit leery when we see a lot of cuts and edits, and you
yeah.
pulling way back because that's not the guy doing the action, that kind
Sure.
of thing. But yeah, so it was gratifying to be able to see all of that action up close. And in talking with you about this film, you've said that you're really proud of what you guys put on screen. What gives you that sense of pride over this particular project?
This one, Pride for me, purely because I class it as my first kind of leading man role in a
Mm,
sense. Um, so obviously I'm proud to have that opportunity, but I think what obviously Tiger Style Media kind of did and went out to do, and obviously develop these martial arts movies. They did an incredible job and brought together so much new talent, and so it's great to be part of that kind of team. But what they also did with Kung Fu Games, across the board, everybody, every crew member, everyone involved did a phenomenal job of making it look beautiful. The way it was lit, the sets, all the sets were
yeah.
built by hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and obviously doing all that and having seen it all come together and having that kind of it's just an amazing special experience to me. It will always be here. I loved every moment of this journey with Kung Fu Games.
Excellent. Let's take a look at the trailer.
Thank you.
We need to figure out how to get out of here.
4,
If we want to survive,
3, 2,
we need to fight together.
1.
Tighten up!
There's an underground betting ring to see who will make it in the end.
Each of these contestants ended up here for a reason.
Come on!
We have no idea what we're up against, so we keep fighting.
What is this?
This is just a game.
Then that's how we'll play it.
Get a cigar, we're gonna have fun today.
I gotta keep fighting like this.
We have no other choice.
Get me out of here! How many people do we need to kill?
Credit to whoever cut that trailer, man. That's
Thank you.
fantastic.
Thank you very much, good sir.
Well, looking back at that, does that bring back some memories of filming that? What are some of the things that stand out to you as you look at that trailer?
It was just the whole experience, the whole package for me. Amazing people. Everyone again involved was incredible, and everyone did an amazing job. And obviously, we shot it in Mexico, and it was at originally I think it was James Cameron's studio.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice. Okay,
yeah. So it was just incredible. That in itself was an incredible experience. Being
cool.
there, knowing that they shot Titanic there and stuff. So for me, yeah, every part of that kind of trailer has a memory for me, and an incredible memory, and it was just the best.
You mentioned the sets. The sets look so good too in that trailer particularly, but it looked great in the film as well. What were some of your favorite moments filming this?
For me, favorite moments. I have so many, but if it was like picking fights, I really like the tea room fight because I like the teamwork within the fight. It's
Yeah,
got like a nice kind of story going on within the actual fight sequence. And for me, a good fight is having a good story within it. So creating that.
yeah.
And obviously no spoilers, but the nunchaku scene, I quite like the concept and the idea behind that. I won't tell anyone; they'll have
Yeah,
to watch it. So, but
absolutely.
but yeah, and another one with the tea room scene was I got to use a weapon in that I'd never done on screen that I learned when I was 20 years old at Shaolin Temple in China.
Oh wow.
And yeah, so that was incredible. I never ever thought I'd use it in a movie, and there it was. So I thought I have to use that.
Well, speaking of
So
that, again, you mentioned Sarah Chang, the I guess the fight coordinator for the film, action director. Awesome work that she does. I love her. She's awesome. What was the training like for you guys to get ready for this film? I can't imagine you had a long shooting schedule for this. So, what was the training like?
it was great. We were doing a lot of stuff in the sense of like costume fittings and kind of makeup tests, and we were doing kind of meetings with Ryan, the director, and yeah, so all that was going on when we was doing the choreography, and but. We planned a lot of it previs, in a sense, within the first week or so of arriving, and it was just great at seeing everyone work together as a unit. And the whole movie, in the sense, it's very claustrophobic, in the sense that
Yeah,
we what we're going through is pretty horrible. So it was great to work together in that environment and feel it.
yeah,
So I think Ryan did a great job of capturing the mood of it all. Yeah, so
definitely.
and the way it was lit, and it's just a great collaboration. And I love movies like that, where you're in a bit of a situation, and you've got to do whatever you can to get out of it.
Yeah.
And no better situation than having six trained fighters to try the best to get out.
That's awesome. Yeah. What were some of the challenges of filming this? Were there some tough parts to it, be it the training or the sets or anything like that?
I think it was like I said before, it's always a tough combination, as an actor, again, you want to deliver your best performance, and with the action as well. I'm an action guy, so it's come second nature to
Yeah.
me. But it's delivering both to a high standard, and it's just great knowing you've got an amazing team around you as well, that I literally have done an incredible job of putting the movie together. So it's but yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's very cool to be in this position doing
Yeah.
this movie.
Uh, Speaking of the whole Tiger Style media package going on, what has been the reception to all of it, from martial arts fans, from action cinema fans? Have you heard from a lot of fans about it already?
It's kind of, yeah, I've had a lot of really nice people contact me and give me some great, really, really nice feedback. And it's lovely because, you know, it's a very tough business to be in, movies.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's kind of like, it's nice to get some great feedback, and lovely people contacting me and messaging me and saying great job, and we really enjoyed the movie, and the movies, the other movies as well. So in across the board, it's lovely to get that. And
Yeah.
every person, obviously, we're here to entertain the action fans,
Yep.
and that's my job, is to go out there, as everyone else, every other cast member, every crew member wants to do the best, and make something impressive,
Of
and
course.
make something entertaining. And that's what we did. We went back to the old 80s and 90s, which is my favorite kind of
Yeah.
era of movies.
Yeah.
And we've literally, yeah, with Kung Fu Games, and the other three titles as well. That was always the intention, is to make it for the fans, and everyone enjoy. We do our best to entertain.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, every film will have critics. I think, but overly harsh critics of this film and the others, I think, are missing the point that that these films are meant to harken back to that whole 80s and 90s film. There was an audience for it. There was a
Yes.
reason to make those films, for that pure shot of adrenaline. And for those of us that were fans of that, these films take us right back to there, and it's a warm, nostalgic kind of feeling, right?
No, I really appreciate that, my friend, and 100%. It's basically, the thing is with it. I don't mind CGI wires in the right movies. Yeah,
Sure.
and if it's Lord of the Rings, it kind of mixing live action
Of course, yeah.
with that kind of thing, it has to be done. Yeah, but these are old school movies, and you know, everything is done in camera, and so every movement, every weapon hit, every reaction, every fall is us guys doing it,
Yeah.
and it's kind of, I really miss that 80s and 90s kind of thing in the sense of you know, seeing everything in camera. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of like the Hard Boiled John Woo. Yeah,
Perfect. Yeah.
that is incredible. Yeah,
Yeah.
all the kind of martial fights, guns going off, explosions, you know, all in camera, and that's what I miss, and that's why it's incredible to be involved with these movies. So
Yeah. Have you seen all of the other movies, by the way?
I've watched two of them. I've got the other two to watch. I've just been pretty busy recently, but no, I'm great to be involved with. Obviously, one of them. Never, you know, obviously it's a package. So,
Yeah.
but no, it's the whole a lot of fun, which is what we intend to do, is entertain people, you
Yeah.
know, when making movies. But yeah, you are right. It's literally you know, at the end of the day, what we do is purely for entertainment and enjoyment of making an action movie, and yeah,
Yeah.
80s and 90s is where I'm at. I'm kind of like, you know, I grew up with Jackie Chan. In the
Sure.
sense of watching him, and obviously great that I got to work on two movies with him, which was a lot of fun back in the day. And yeah, but Stallone, all them 80s kind of general action movies, martial arts, yeah,
Yeah.
you can't beat it.
Yeah. And speaking of that, obviously, when these films came out, when these types of films came out in the 80s and 90s, there was a moment for it to thrive in cinema. Do you think that we're at a point now where films like Kung Fu Games and Lockdown and all of that has an audience that's ready to receive it?
Yeah, I think the audience, you really should understand how hard work it is doing it the old school way.
Sure.
You know, like definitely, you know, when you do your own stunts, people don't understand how hard that can be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you
Yeah.
know, my body has literally, you know, taken a battering over the years. So definitely working in Hong Kong. So but yeah, it's a tough job doing that, and I respect anybody that makes a movie and does their own stunts and does
Yeah.
their own action and does the whole thing. It's, you know, that's why you know, I'm a huge fan, because it's literally you put in everything into it as a
Yeah.
performer. Everything's real, and you're not doing any, and you know, nothing's fake. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So it's, I'm a huge fan of that.
As are we all. That's why the show exists.
Yeah,
But
exactly, my friend.
the whole Tiger Style media effort. What do you think is the future for it? Are they going to continue making films? Are you going to continue to be involved? Are you excited about the prospect?
For sure, yeah, I'd love to be involved. Again, they're a great team, and it's an absolute honor to be involved with Kung Fu Games. So with Tiger Style Media, and obviously, yeah, I would love the opportunity to do something again, 1,000,000%, and I really do hope, obviously, they continue doing great stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Now that you have the leading man role under your belt, what are you looking to do going forward? Are you going to continue to evolve as an actor and a martial artist? Are you going to look into producing, directing, maybe, and that kind of thing?
No, me, I'm a pure performer.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of, you know, I've been doing this a long time though, Jeff, and I still feel like my best is in front of me.
Awesome.
So it's all about opportunities at this industry, and for me, yeah, I just want to perform. I want to act. I want to explore more roles, and keep to the action, because that's where my heart is. So, is action movies. So, but directing. Never really kind of wanted to go into directing. I because of my vision from being young.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
always saw myself doing films
sure.
as a performer, as an actor. You know, I quite love to do more lead roles and more different opportunities. There are a few things aligning, so
Good, good.
we'll see. We'll see where that goes. But you know, wherever there's a good guy, a villain, I'd love to explore, you know? So,
It wasn't a leading role, but you did show up in Deadpool and Wolverine, one of the biggest blockbusters out there right now. What was that experience like?
that was phenomenal, my friend. Again, very grateful again for that opportunity. I did a couple auditions, got on board and on the stunt team, and I'm literally you've seen the film, yeah?
I have.
I get killed by Wesley Snipes
Yep.
as Blade. I take Gambit down with a rugby tackle.
Nice.
But then I get blown up in a different character with him as well. With one of his throwing cards. I get killed by Deadpool. And I'm the guy that kind of traps. I'm on the convoy in the
Yeah.
in the on is it the Voidlands kind
Yeah,
of?
you got that apocalyptic mask on and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
Yeah.
right. I'm the dude that kind of is involved with trapping Deadpool and Wolverine on
Yeah.
the huge magnet. So
But again, not a leading role, but a great opportunity, great people to
yes,
network with. So that's awesome. Congratulations on that. Talk to me a little
thank
bit
you, my
about what
friend.
you do have going on that you can talk about, that you can't, without spoiling anything.
What have I got? I've got a script being written for me currently. So
Cool.
can't really say much about it, but it's an action film.
Awesome.
Potentially a bit of supernatural in there as well, which is again, I'm always trying to look to do different things and explore. I've got a couple other projects coming up, but as I say, it's an open book for Mr. Strange right now. So I'm literally I'm exploring more than anything as
Cool.
an actor and as a performer. So
Cool. Where is Kung Fu Games available right now? It is. I know it's streaming. Is it available on discs now yet?
no, I believe in the States it's Apple TV,
Yeah.
Amazon Prime,
Yep.
and a bunch of other streaming. And then in the UK, it's available now in the UK on Amazon Prime and Sky Store on Sky TV.
Cool. Cool. Again, an awesome job from all of you guys on that. Looking forward to what you and Tiger Style Media have in store. Hopefully, you're involved in the and doing more things with them because, like I said, the whole package of films does harken back to a time that means a lot to those of us who appreciated the 80s and 90s martial arts action scene. So great job from you on all that. Best of luck on everything that you have going on. And anytime that you have something happening, please come back and join us. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, sir.
I would love to, my friend. Thank you so much for your kind feedback.
Mark Strange, everybody, thank you so much. Best of luck, and hopefully we'll talk again soon.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Jeff.
Poison Clan rocks the world.